Hey there, Bandit Racing League fans. Marshall Crocker Jr. here, talking to you all about GeezerAuthentics.com, your place for official Bandit Racing League merchandise. Let's check out some of our hot new items, including the Jackson Knock t-shirts that come in a variety of sizes and colors, just the same as our new 785 Racing hoodies. They come in a variety of colors to keep you warm and toasty this winter season. You can also see our SimTraX broadcasting merch to rep your favorite broadcaster, with some desk pads and some water bottles and various other merchandise, as well as our GFR Racing team shirts to rep each and every driver on one of the best teams in Bandit. Go check out GeezerAuthentics.com to see how you can support the series and your favorite drivers.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Hey Bandit Racing League viewers, Marshall Crocker Jr. here, driver of the 785 Racing number 78 car, here to tell you all about the all-new Bandit website. From this week, BanditRacingLeague.net is your place for all things Bandit Racing League. At the top of the website, when you log in, you'll see a couple tabs, including our Season 13 schedule, where you can see where we'll be every given Wednesday night of the season. We got our live racing broadcast page, courtesy of SimTraX Broadcasting, where you can watch all of our past races from this season. We've also got our About page, which includes a little bit of info, and a Request to Join link, where you can become one of our newest drivers in Season 14. Finally, we've got our standings from this season, where you can find out which of your favorite drivers will be in the top 12 at season's end, who will make the Bandit Season 13 playoffs. And finally, our race results page for the most recent results from the last race in the calendar. After you're done watching tonight's broadcast, why not go check out BanditRacingLeague.net to learn more about your favorite Wednesday night racing series. Thanks very much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the broadcast. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to SimTraX Broadcasting. We are coming to you live here with the Bandit Racing League at none other than Darlington Raceway. This is going to be an excellent track to watch all of our guys try to stay alive out here, as they're going to be trying their best to stay off the wall. Everybody earns the Darlington stripe, though, as it is extremely hard out there to go ahead and try to manage out there tonight. I see Mama Goose and Jay out there already in the chat, as well as Miss Patsy Steele. And obviously somebody remembers the rules from last week. Excellent. As our first taker here for our wheel that we're going to be spinning tonight for the giveaway will be Mama Goose, already showing the SimTraX-BRL. That is perfect. Exactly what you want to do to get in for Fan Appreciation Night here tonight at the Fan Appreciation Night 113. A couple of drivers, as we see Bill Harkins hanging around out there. The number 8 machine there of Kevin Foster starting to already poke out here during the warm-up, as the RC is out there giving everybody a piece of their mind. I'm just kidding. No, just give them a little couple rules of the race here, and they'll be getting back underway here just for a couple practice laps. So let's go ahead and look at what our race is going to consist of here tonight. 113 laps, and of course 70% fuel limit here tonight. That's going to kind of dial us in and out just a little bit here on the distance that they are able to go. Now, I know a lot of guys will talk a little bit about the power shifting that guys will attempt to do tonight, seeing fortunately that they are in the next-gen cars. So a lot of things are going to change on the way that they attack this track.
Of course, 4 sets of tires will be down there in the pits with the fast repair that they will have allotted to them. And the fixed setup league that this is. I'll be your lead producer tonight. Stellar will join us here in just a moment. And race control will be Nicole Krazel and Bradley Shin. They are going to be all over the place here tonight, as this is going to be extremely difficult here, as I can't wait to see what all these guys can do. This is definitely making it an excellent setup here so far. I can't wait for the 73 degrees out there on the track. Guys, let me know if we are too loud out there. We are dialing in a little bit of our audio here at Darlington, because this track gets loud out there, and sometimes it'll drown us out, so we will keep an eye out and try to keep everything looking good. Jay out there as well. Looks like he's going to go in for SimTraX as well. Save the Animals, Patsy Steele, and Redmond 62. Boy, you guys are on it. Not bad. Looking for Bo out there for the Knoxters. Waiting to see him get on there. Don't want to see anybody miss out on any of this here tonight, as this race is looking pretty difficult out here tonight. And waiting to see, I think we got a couple of drivers getting ready to start moving around here in just a moment. Now, is this track being more of that egg shape that it is, little tough to see how it goes and how these guys bumble around the track out here and move around. Right now, there's Kevin Foster. He's getting out there in the number 8 car. Cody Welch, we kind of saw him as we pulled in as well. He's starting to head down the track. The 85 machine looking to be one of the faster drivers out there tonight, but a couple of other drivers, Zach Michaelis is looking super fast even during practice. Is going to be looking to continue his role and keep on a hot streak here. I know he definitely wants to stay out front and be able to kind of play around out there on the track to see if he can work his way up to the front. I know some drivers do get a little, I would say, worked up a little bit on how they feel out there on the track to see if there is any sort of different line that they can take. Oddly enough here, when we get to Darlington, the turns that these guys take are very difficult. As we sit on top of Ethan Sikorsky's machine, this is exactly what we're talking about here, is normally you see guys start high, low, high, heading into turn number 1. You see a little bit of that here with Sikorsky as these tires are starting to warm up. Right now, he is the fastest one out there on the track currently. And this is turn number 3 and 4 as we are sitting on top. And he's going to ride a high line. This may get him, a little nudge off of 4. I was going to say, a little hot coming in. And what you'll see is, oddly enough, as these guys drive, when they head into the turn, the way, I don't know why, but the next gens have been acting a lot differently, is they've got to head into the turns high, middle of the turn drop as low as they can. You almost want to touch those dashed lines. Wow! Who was that? Was that Curtis Yancey? Yeah, Curtis Yancey, I guess, sending it off that turn. Holy cow. Well, definitely not a good look there as he hammers that right front off. Yeah, Yancey's been having trouble tonight. I saw him blow into a million pieces heading into pit road earlier. So he's going to be ended up in some trouble, and hopefully this is not going to be the entirety of our race out there, as guys are smacking off the walls here and having a very difficult time. Ethan Sikorsky is doing a throwback here to the Jeff Gordon paint scheme here, seeing that we are at Darlington, as he is rolling in the 94 Chevrolet, the Exalta machine out there tonight. And we'll see a couple of other guys out there. You see Kevin Foster out there in the number 8. And I believe that is actually the throwback for Dale Jr., but that was the Elvis edition. And should be. All right, let's check back there on Ricky Hart. Ricky Hart currently sitting 4th. Zach Michaelis, we were talking about him earlier, right now sitting 3rd during this warm-up. And a couple more takers out here on our wheel. Looks like Miss Kelly Queel and Jennifer Wonders is going to go ahead and take it. All right, now Jennifer Wonders is going to be mad. I'm still saying Wonders out there. Still waiting for being Miss Jennifer Welch out there.
I just go by Jennifer, since that's what it says.
Yep, well, we'll go ahead and keep it that. Now, Stella, welcome back. here we are at Darlington. You know, we've seen a lot of drivers get out there and earn their Darlington stripe here tonight. The Bandit Racing League visits this track yet again. Drivers are pretty nervous, and no matter what they do when they get out to a track like this, they can't help but to be nervous. They are definitely afraid of ruining their race, ricocheting off the wall, or being taken as a Hail Melon move, sliding through 3 and 4 when we get to the end of the race.
Yeah, there's no Hail Melons tonight. Don't care if it is a throwback race. Don't be doing that. But these guys are going to be trying their best. They're going to hit their marks, and they're going to keep their tempers in check.
Alrighty. We see Matt Crockett out there. I want to confirm that Matt Crockett is out there in the Liquid Death Machine for the Mountain Water. We'll see how it goes, and we'll make daggone sure that all of our paints out there are correct out there tonight. I do want to make sure we get everybody's decent paint schemes out here. But Stella, this will be a good time to go ahead and find out where our guys are starting here tonight on the grid. Let's go ahead and get started. Zach Michaelis. Yep, no surprise there. Number 1 spot for him, as Eddie Hagge will be starting in the 2nd spot. Not bad here for a front row start by all of our drivers. This is going to be excellent. As Sean Britton, the Weathermaster machine, he'll be starting in the number 3 spot next to Cody Welch. Brett Guzik starts 5th. Hot shot there for him. Hopefully he doesn't get caught up again, as Curtis Yancey is going to be the pinball that'll be starting to the outside of him. Benjamin Lacey starts 7th. Paul Wilson 8th. Brendan Jackson is 9th. And Ethan Sikorsky. We rode along with him during the warm-up. He'll be starting in the 10th spot. Moving on through here, where Kevin Foster is going to be starting in the 11th position. David Lakey with a top 12 start here. That's going to be pretty tough for him here, as I would love to see him make it on through, but he's going to have a rough time here tonight, as this track is not very forgiving. Matt Crockett will be starting 13th next to Ricky Hart. Carter Phillips starts 15th next to Bill Harkins. Now, Harkins out here running a couple laps out there in the number 11 Skoll machine. He's going to get out there and make it happen. Moving on to the remainder of our field, John Osborne sits 17th. Glad to see his dad did make it out of the hospital today in good shape. Great job, and hopefully he has got his head on straight, because he's going to need it here tonight, as the 75 machine bringing up the rear of the field, Bob Berry. Number 75 getting away here right now, getting back to it. Stella, ready?
No, you missed Jackson Knock. As soon as you do him, we're ready.
All right, fine. Jackson Knock it is. The 00 for the Knocksters out there. Let's go ahead and get it going. As you see him knock off the side there of the number 11. Looks like he makes a little contact there with Harkins, and now we're going to get back on through. Michaelis, great start here as he gets out front, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, and 4. No changes yet as they head into turn number 3.
Yeah, we've got no changes down to number 6 at this point, but I think that is going to be changing after we come into this next turn.
All right, keeping an eye on Brett Guzik here. Already drivers up around 170 miles an hour heading into turn number 1. Michaelis riding that high line. That is an extremely successful line and is definitely happening. Excellent job as everybody's spreading out. Brett Guzik sits 5th. Curtis Yancey settling into 6th. Paul Wilson moving up a position as he was able to get around Benjamin Lacey in the number 7 of the Filming the Wild machine. Great job here so far. Looking at, looking at some of our times out there, if we can go ahead and kind of open up our eyes here. Here are some of our best times already up at the top. 29 seconds is about how fast Michaelis is running, and that is slow for him. We'll see him break into the 28s later on here during this run as these tires definitely start to warm up. No Jay out there as nails biting. He's here. This race is going to be awesome. And Connor Gibson saying hopefully he had some unforeseen circumstances why he was unable to race here tonight. Hopefully we will see you back again in the coming weeks. Tempers can definitely flare up and mistakes can be made. It's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, he's not going to want to lose too many positions, but he's pretty much locked in for playoffs, I would assume, sitting in the 3rd place for driver standings.
Yep. Right now, somebody who looks like he's riding the e-brake out there a little bit is Brett Guzik. Currently dropping down 3 positions, settling down now into 8th position. Right now, his Ford isn't doing too well out there, as currently 5 Chevrolets lead this pack, followed by actually finishing out the top 10 are the Fords. But Ethan Sikorsky's Chevy's still hanging in there. Now, wait for that 94 machine to start reeling them in. Darlington very tough out here, especially on tires. And somebody who was able to manage some tires is actually Bill Harkins. He's able to manage the tires and be able to last out there a little bit longer than everybody else. But hot laps, we're going to have to give that to Zach Michaelis, as now he breaks a 28.78 in the Coke Zero Chevrolet. That number 12 is on fire right now.
Yes, he is. That's, I've come out to 3 digits, 28.777. It may be his lucky night.
All right. Well, I know you've broadcast with me for quite some time. Another driver out here in the number 12 who's extremely fast at a track like this in the Advanced Auto Parts Racing car was actually Andrew St. Coeur. And the number 12 might have something to do with that number as he goes down the Boeing backstretch here. Excellent job as he's slinging around. Not bad. Man, I tell you what, this guy's got the line. And we may take a ride with him later on here in the run. And they is doing exactly what you would expect to see. There it is. There's the high, low, high. Right there. Touches down at the bottom. Gets up close to the wall. Starts scooping down again on the turn exit. Yeah, and just barely goes over and kisses the wall with the right rear of that quarter panel. But that does allow him to get 3/4 of a second over top of Eddie Hagge.
Yeah, that is a very considerable. Just here we are on only crossing lap 9, and he's bumping a second in the lead. Unless there's a caution, I mean, he could take this wire to wire.
Yeah, definitely getting a good bit of separation from the remainder here of the field. We do hop in our chase copter cam. Checking back on Brett Guzik again, now down to 9th. Brandon Jackson has overcome him in the 99 Ford as he goes and slings on around and then puts the distance on him. But Brett Guzik is known for tire savings as well. So a little bit of working together with those guys. Let's move back to John Osborne. Osborne's starting to move up in that 81 Pepsi machine. Now, Stella, we've seen the 81 Pepsi machine out there. Is this a throwback as well out there to Jeff Gordon? Maybe. But we'll see. Right now I'm seeing the 15 and Matt Crockett out there saying he is a throwback of the Wood brothers.
Beautiful.
Yep. I'm fairly certain I met one of the Wood brothers out there at Darlington. Glenn? I think it was Glenn.
Yeah, Leonard, if you met him, you were working in a seance.
Ah.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Knoxers asking no mailbox media live stream this race. Unknown. Maybe not. I would guess that Jackson Knock is concerned about this race. Bo out there, we've seen Jackson Knock here for the past few races with a lot of blinking problems, and I'm wondering if he's having any sort of internet or processing speed by losing connection out there, trying to stream not only iRacing, but streaming to you guys his iRacing. I have seen that be a possibility. It's no fault of his own. Sometimes it's a modem not being able to sling that kind of stuff out past the router. But I don't know. Your guess would be as good as mine. But Jackson Knock, we'll try to get him a little bit of screen time here tonight, as currently he's sitting in 15th, putting the work in on David Lakey. To the inside he goes, so the 84 Ignite Chevrolet going to drop down to 15th as dive bombing in goes Jackson Knock. Knock moves himself up to 14th, so that's 18th to 14th for him. That's 4 on the night. Not bad. Checking back in on Osborne, who's oddly enough out of line here. Looks like he's going to slide to the inside here of Kevin Foster through 1 and 2. And now next on his list is going to be Ethan Sikorsky. Sikorsky still remaining in his original qualifying position to start this night. But right now, Osborne is on a tear here. That's 6. He's looking for 7.
Yeah, he's making these passes just beautifully. I think maybe he has a little bit more confidence in his tires than some of these others. You were saying he was out of line being down below. If you can do it, take it.
Yeah, down low would be pretty tough out there, especially on the tires. Cody Welch starting to be Getting a little more pressure from the number 5 out there of the Weathermaster machine of Sean Britt. Britt's definitely working on him there as the LAT Racing Oils says the side sponsor there on the side of the car. Not bad. Also be our caution sponsor here tonight. Stella, give me a little bit of a shout out for our grid and our race info that we missed here tonight of Perfect Shine Auto Spa. Do appreciate them coming out here and making all these cars look beautiful here for this race. Talk to me a little bit about them.
Well, to me, it looks like they've all gone through Perfect Shine Auto Spa because they take care of all your detailing needs. Look at the shine coming off those guys tonight. They are beautiful. So, if you're in the Houston, Texas area, be sure to choose Perfect Shine Auto Spa and get yourself all shiny and clean.
2x2 back here in the back. Right now, Brett Guzik, Paul Wilson going at it. A little door action as John Osborne got around Ethan Skorsky. John Osborne moving from 17th to 10th here on the night. Not bad as he continues to charge forward. Right now, I would be a little concerned about that tire life that he's running out here because he is running some hot laps. Look at him. Once again, taking a look here toward the inside, trying to get a breath of fresh air to that motor and seeing if he can get some separation. But right there, good, strong center of that turn, and I would assume he may be doing that power shifting that I said we would talk about here in just a moment. Redmond 62 out there saying, yep. Oh, all right, Stella, good. Look at you. Going ahead and bringing it out. Our first caution here of the night is going to involve Carter Phillips.
Didn't bring that out.
Yep, fuel run will be around about that 40 to 50 lap mark. As lap number 17 is as far as Carter Phillips makes it before we bring out our first caution here of the night. Our caution brought to you by LAT Racing Oils. We will see what causes Carter Phillips to go around here. Let's take a look. Ouch. Off of 2. Ouch.
I was going to say we don't have any more walls, or
nope.
We could make it
Well, that's him getting past Bill Harkins. You see the sparks.
a hat trick. Okay.
And the sparks here definitely signifying that toe link is broken.
Can't tell. He's kind of got him locked up. But
Yeah.
let's
No,
see if it
right there.
rolls.
You see the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, the left front's got nothing. See how the side won't even go?
Definitely has no paint. Yeah.
Yeah. The entire left side broken on this piece.
Oof. Well, I do believe he'll be using that first fast repair.
Yep. You see how the right ones rotate?
Ah, there we go.
He broke both left sides. So that may be out for him here tonight. All right, let's talk a little bit about strategies that we may be running here. As right now,
Well,
currently,
so far-
Jackson Knock, the first one out of, the second one out of pit road behind John Osborne. And from there on back, people have pit. Stella, you want to run us through the last of our pitters out there?
I was going to say, actually, I was going to do the top 7 who chose not to pit and have really improved their standings. Eddie Hagee, which he was up there in the front, but has chosen not to leave that space, followed by Curtis Yancey, Matt Crockett, Ricky Hart Jr., David Lakey, Bob Berry, Bill Harkins, and that's it. Everybody else chose to come down. I'm curious to see whether these guys will do it, in just like a lap later or not at all.
Yeah, pretty tough for the run here for LAT Racing Oils.
Yeah, as I understood it in the beginning, we had one fast repair tonight. Do you think Carter Phillips has chosen not to use it?
He may have had it unchecked here.
Oh.
Heading in, so it may have ruined the rest of his night.
Either that, or I'm thinking perhaps it used up a certain amount of time because he had to tow.
Yes, under caution.
There we go. So he spent 3 minutes and 6 seconds in the pit. I'm figuring 3 minutes for the tow, 6 seconds for the repair, and he's rocking and rolling again.
All right. Thank you, LET Racing Oils, for getting us under one of our cautions. And we'll be back at it here. Let's see, actually, Bo out there for the format saying list the top 10 on the left. Ah, you missed the tower, eh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let me see if I can do a little bit of a clap my hands here. Voila. Fixed.
Wow.
All right. Making it happen. Here we go. Let's get back at it. Curtis Yancey and Eddie Hagge is sitting here in the front. This is a battle side by side here, Stella. Look at this.
There
Eddie Hagge trying to hold on to that outside line, and he's got him.
Yeah, I think he took a little bounce off the wall to get it, but that's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, well, looks like they do survive. Remember, Curtis Yancey, we rode on top of Ethan Sikorsky's car. Yancey is the one who's in the backup car as he ricocheted off the wall. Right now, Yancey is still holding on to the original tires that he started on this race. Only driver to lose a bunch of positions on the original tires is Bob Berry, who's falling all the way down to 13th.
I think we're going to have a change here between Yancey. Hart just took over in the number 28 car.
Yeah, quick pass here for top 10. Right now, Budget even saying you love the tower. I thought maybe the ticker up top might have been a good little throwback since it's also throwback night. All right, let's go ahead and rotate back. David Lakey. Lakey now up to 4th.
Ooh.
Still chasing, though. John Osborne, the first driver to get fresh tires out of pit and now first into the top 5. Osborne to 4th. Look at that hard shove you get there by Sean Britt. Britt making it happen. Boy, I'll tell you what, you're seeing the difference here between who got tires and who didn't. Britt now having to make a move to watch out not to run into the back of Osborne, and Cody Welch having to make a huge checkup here. Great job there by Welch, not sending it in. A little more discipline to help run these guys down. I think he's going to pick it, and he's going to choose inside. Great job here.
They just flew past David Lakey like he was standing still there. That's, Hagge, Hart, and Yancey. But now, mind you, Hagge is the only one that's still up there, that didn't take tires. Blowing. They're all blowing by the guys that did.
Yeah, right now, I would say the tires are paying off, but have they been taken too early in this race? Right. A lot of guys have sacrificed it here. I would say if we add another caution here in the next 10, that would be the time you take the tires. So, who knows? We've seen where this move is actually going to pay off here immensely toward the end, and we may not have another caution here for another some-odd laps. Wow, Cody Welch.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he wanted to show off a little skill there and show how close he can get that right front fender. How close he can get it to him. All right, battle between the two drivers who have yet to take tires. And right now, this is allowing Sean Britt to catch up. Notice he's half a second behind. Britt will have the opportunity to make up some ground, and he is. Look at that.
Wow.
Last thing you want to do is be racing side by side, especially with the handicap you've put on yourself here. 28 laps into this race. So Sean Britt, no doubtedly, will be our next leader here of the race, as he's going to be passing Eddie Hagge out there, who's in the 97 Wheaties machine. Cody Welch will be slowly collecting in second. Next driver who ends up on tires as well as the 99 Aflac machine.
Brandon Jackson. Yeah, I think this might be the first time we've seen Sean Britt up out front in his own very own clean air this season.
You had to say something. Holy cow.
Oh.
Yep.
Hi.
La, 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 la. Sean Britt keeps getting collected, and we don't want to say anything.
Oh.
Sean Britt keeps running away, and we're going to let him have it. Enjoy his time out front of Cody Welch, because Welch is starting to put the pressure on turn exit.
If you're going to spoil us with this tower, could you at least cut it off and for me?
Wow. You know what? I will. Hot job.
Excellent.
There you go.
You were one heck of a producer, you know?
Look at that. Mama Goo's out there saying Brett's paint scheme is from the asphalt late model days. Pharma Pizza and all right. We'll try to get a little closer out there to Brett Guzik. Right now, he's sitting right now in 14th. I don't know how much camera time he wants hanging outside the top 10 here, but we'll definitely, we rotate through the field. Do appreciate Sean Britt showing us what he can do out there in the Weathermaster machine. Also, Stella, I did want to note, did you notice that Sean Britt had made a conversation out there with his paint guy to turn the Apex Racing around so it would look good in the camera?
I did not.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Show me. Splendid.
The man's a genius. All right, moving back to Zach Michaelis, who had originally led this race, finally getting back into the top 10 here, taking a little bit slower than the 4 or 5 drivers that are appearing in front of him there. Ethan Sikorsky did make a move back. Paul Wilson now to 11th. And Jackson Knock has fought himself up to the 12th position. Still moving through, trying to see where Bob Barry ends up. And Barry has been working hard out here tonight. A little falling back, though, as we sit inside of Bob Barry's car. Whoop.
I am digging the color coordination here. Helmet, gloves, shoes.
Looks good.
Rock on. Yes.
He is staying in a single gear, though.
All right.
I would say I want to know if anybody else is not doing that. Let's check one of our fastest drivers out there on the track. Notice he's in fourth.
Yes. So you think he's doing that money shift?
Yes.
Ah.
Gets fifth, slows down. 3, 2, 1. See if he drags it into fourth and pulls out of the turn. No, he doesn't. He hangs in. I can't blame him. I'm not on the track. He is.
He's feeling it.
Right here. He's got it. Really? How do we get in his car? He's in fourth, and now he doesn't shift.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can zone in on Brandon Jackson, who is actually starting to reel in Sean Britt, who's in the lead.
Yeah, he's up 7 for the night,
there.
Which is which is pretty good. The only one doing better than that is John Osborne in 5th now. He's up 12 for the night.
Yeah, unfortunately, Osborne is down 5 seconds off pace.
Yeah.
And is starting to lose more and more. Michaelis just gets around him now. Osborne trying to fight it there to stay out in front of Ethan Sikorsky. Yeah, that's why I was wondering if Osborne was frying those tires off to get up to the front.
Well,
Michaelis
talk about frying tires. Look at Eddie Hagee. He has now fallen back further and further. He is in 10th. I'm wondering if he's trying to get with another couple of the fellas that did not pit at all, Ricky Hart, Curtis Yancey, so they can all come down together. But shame that they have to do it on green.
Maybe. We went 17 laps before we went under caution. There is a possibility this could happen again. We will see. Carter Phillips was able to return back to the track after our first caution came out.
Yes.
The number 30 is out there. Right now, I believe 3 laps is his deficit here tonight. Bill Harkins trying to stay here on the lead lap. Currently sitting, I believe, 19.5 off pace. So he is less than 10 seconds from meeting Sean Britt, who is right now flying on this track at a 29.4 second lap times as we reach lap number 40. Great call by our drivers who did pit on lap 19. They are all clumped together. The only one who is hanging in there is actually Ricky Hart, currently sitting in 10th. Hagee had dropped down to now 13th as Foster and Knock have gone around. But a driver who's been pretty quiet out here tonight has actually been Benjamin Lacey. Benjamin Lacey in the number 7 has really, he's been
Just
moving up. I mean,
back
he's
and
gained
forth.
3, but very quietly.
Yeah.
Wonder if that may be something about filming the wild. Come on, Stella.
Stalking.
There you go.
Well, what I was noticing is, yes, we have most of our guys that pit in our top 10, but John Osborne did not take tires, I do not believe, when he came down on lap 19.
Good look at 7.3 seconds for him. Another driver who did the exact same, Jackson Knock. Knock as well did not take tires. And that's why Knock is suffering, currently sitting in 12th. So he'll be able to extend his pit stop, but will the tires last? Good Lord, look how close Lacey's getting in there. Woo! Well, Welch wants to pull down the track here to try to save himself, but that is not going to be an option, as Benjamin Lacey is sticking that right front fender in and keeps him held up to the top. Redmond also notices out there. And Benjamin Lacey's doing a heck of a job here tonight. Let's see if Welch, this is our top 3 drivers, right now currently separated by less than 0.2 of a second between them. Oh, man. Oh, Brandon Jackson. Brandon Jackson boxed out, trying to get back in. Woo! Man. Jackson saw he was getting ready to roll on back.
Yeah, popped back in front of Lacey, but again, Britt is taking off. 1/4 of a second ahead of Cody Welch right now. Now, what we're looking at next is going to be the fact that fellas that did not come down at all are now in that fuel window between 40 and 50. We are coming up on lap 45.
Yes.
And,
yeah, no tires yet.
Barking.
Yep.
Oh, not just tires, no gas.
Yeah, I see a little blink out here by Jackson Knock. Hopefully that's not going to continue here. It looks like the woes continue for his connection. Benjamin Lacey now to 3rd. Quick little pass as we look off the back of Sean Britt here. Great run there by Cody Welch. He's going to have the lead. Around he goes. Wow, set him up on that one.
Did that look like one of those, slingshot moves?
Holy cow. Well, I think right now that's going to be the time that Benjamin Lacey's going to want to jump. He is. Down to the bottom he goes. So Sean Britt may lose 2 positions here in the lap. Britt's going to hold that outside line, though. Great job. And Britt falling back. So Stella, some say fresh air is what wins the race, but I don't know. Sean Britt kind of rolling back now and is settling here into 4th. Cody Welch leading the race. Benjamin Lacey in the chase. But 3/4 of a second behind is Lacey.
Interesting that Cody Welch and Benjamin Lacey would leave their 785 Racing teammate like that, though, especially this early in the race. Cody Welch and Benjamin Lacey are sitting 1 and 2 in the standings. Sean Britt 7. But between the 3 of them, they hold more places than the other teams. Zero Foxtrot and BC Sim Sports and GFR in the top 10. They each have 2 placements. Ooh, do we have a pit road taker?
Yes, we had 2 pit road takers out there, Paul Wilson and Matt Crockett. As we were sitting on Matt Crockett's machine looking backwards, he was actually heading a lap down as you were running over our points a little bit ago. Cody Welch was passing him. So down they come, down into pit road for fuel and tires. I guarantee you tires. And I don't know anybody who wants to stay out there on 50-lap-old tires. But this will be the 2nd time that Paul Wilson has been visiting pit road here tonight. This one, an extended stop. Right now, he's past 23 seconds, and it looks like the Ultimate Towing Machine is going to be sitting down there for quite some time. I don't see a whole lot of damage to that vehicle, but that is hateful for the all-black team out there as they get back at it. Let's check in on Cody Welch and Brandon Jackson. Notice these 2 guys are trying to see if they can run each other out there. Less than 1/4 of a second, Benjamin Lacey wants to get the lead before they come into pit. Now, Stella, pretty impressive here as these guys who came in and got tires on lap number 19, they'll be able to stretch us out a decent ways. I would say we'd be scrubbing just the edge of lap number 70 before we see these guys forced to come into pit road.
Yeah, and Curtis Yancey's the only one that looks like he came in, but That took a while. He might have missed his box.
Yeah, Curtis Yancey currently sitting 10 seconds down there in the box right now. Most drivers are spending somewhere between 46 and 52 seconds down pit lane. Currently, he's breaking past the 50-second mark and finally getting out at 51.83. So 15 seconds for Curtis Yancey. Out he goes. Paul Wilson has a full disconnect. He may be taking it back to the garage here. I don't know if something has happened out there to the number 82 Ford, but we will keep you guys apprised of what's going on out there with his machine. Big name missing here tonight. Mark Allen Bivens is out there picking up a car here tonight, so he is not here at Darlington. As Curtis Yancey, we see passing the 94 machine, as Yancey is a lap down. 94 machine of Ethan Sikorsky currently sitting in 7th. Boy,
I
Welch
do
is
believe we have the whole rest of the holdouts coming into pit now.
Yep, Ricky Hart heading on down. David Lakey, Bob Berry, and Eddie Haggy finally coming on down.
Don't
Haggy.
forget Bill Harkins.
Yep. Yeah, Bill Harkins is down in the pit road. We'll see if he returns back to the track. You know, that Skull machine, they were talking a little bit about some mechanical issues that may still be continuing to haunt him. Hopefully.
Oh, no.
Yep, so we'll see if Bill Harkins is able to return to this track and get back out there. Right now I'm showing all 4 tires down, and we'll see if he is able to return. All right, let's check in on Kevin Foster, currently sitting in 8th. A comfortable spot he enjoys racing in. For the 8th position. Now, Stella, look at this. Benjamin Lacey taking a dive to the inside. It's caution, no! Benjamin Lacey not in time. Not in time. Brandon Jackson, one of our guys who was up here in the top 3. Heavy damage on the front end here.
Ouch.
All righty, checking out there. Bill Harkins is giving everybody an update. Guys, there are only 6 people registered so far. And the cutoff is lap 65.
I have 7. But okay.
That's all right. Go ahead and run through them there. So we want to make sure how to do it. Got to make sure you subscribe here, guys. The only way you can comment is you've got to subscribe, and you only have to wait a minute. And they'll go ahead and let you guys put something in. Cody Welch, Benjamin Lacey, Zach Michaelis coming on down. Ethan Sikorsky decides to stay out. Budget Off-Road is having to figure it out. Stella, what do they got to do?
Here we go. Rules for eligibility. 1, as he said, subscribe to SimTraX because you need to enter SimTraX-BRL into the YouTube chat before lap 65, please, because all entries must be in by then and winners must be present. So if you're already out here in the chat, for heaven's sakes, go ahead, put in the SimTraX-BRL that you see some of the others up higher putting in, and you will be entered to win prizes at the end of the night.
Woo, and there's a prize, boy. There's
there
the Bandit Racing League T-shirt
and
that'll be given out. There'll be 3 winners here tonight, so make sure you guys squeeze in there.
That is sponsored by Geezer Authentics, the official manufacturer of merch for the Bandit Racing League.
There we go.
There we go.
Get them in, guys.
I got you, Jay. All right.
Jay definitely wanted to make sure he is in for the running. There we go. Hey, Sigmund, appreciate you, buddy. Good timing. Remember, to subscribe, guys. It only takes a minute.
Good job.
All right, pace car lights are off. We'll be running out of time here pretty soon. Down at the bottom right will be the rotating through to get to the website as well, will be the QR code. We'll rotate back and see what happened to Brandon Jackson real quick as the drivers are lining up. Sean Britt contact there. Whoa, and Jackson Yeah, that's that next-gen slap there. That power steering rack does not want to keep it straight. All right, so Brandon Jackson looks like he has opted for the fast repair.
Nice.
As he came down to revisit pit road, all of our drivers in the front have done it. Look at everybody lagging behind. This is going to be a bad start for everybody here in the back. Hurry up, guys. Get up there. We are back under green. Oh, did they extend it? Did they extend it? Yeah, I think they extended the caution lap. Okay. Woo, that was going to be bad. Oh, that was going to be bad. You see the pace car sitting down in pit road. Oh, man, I thought we were going to only have about 8 drivers lined up for the run. They did have to get the wave around to get the rest of the way around the track, but it looked like somebody was stuck in 4th gear.
Not good.
All righty. All right. Yep. And we'll see out there. Right now, I see Mama Goose out there trying to make sure she's getting it. And taking a look out there in the chat. When the winner, if you do become the winner in the spinny wheel that we're going to have here, I call it the Wheel of Fortune there. But you're going to head to banditracingleague.com. That's what the QR code down at the bottom is for. And that'll help sling you guys there. You'll enter your email and your address there. That way we got somewhere to send the shirt, guys. All right. Guys, starting at the end of the longest line, top 10 drivers are the only ones on the lead lap now. That's going to put Cody Welch, Benjamin Lacey, Zach Michaelis off to the running again here. Lap number 60, guys. Remember, that gives you 5 laps. 5 laps to get that code in. SimTraX-BRL. And don't forget to turn it on here into the chat, or otherwise you're not going to get into the running. I see you out there, Greg Smith, brand new. You might want to turn it in. We're getting a lineup here for shirt giveaway, and we'll want to make sure we get all of our entries in time. Drawing will be a little bit later here tonight as we get this one rolling. Stella, lap 65 is about halfway through, and somebody else is losing over half of his car is Cody Welch. Coming off turn number 2, gets sideways coming out of there. Great save.
I like it, yeah. I was just updating Bill Harkins real quick on who I have entered in so far. So I'm having one tiny bit of issue. I'm looking at lap 62.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're lap 62. Lap 65 is when all the turn-ins got to get going.
Right. Okay.
All right, good boy. All right, Bill's going to extend it to lap 100. I appreciate that, and I think everybody out there in the chat will as well. I think Bradley and Nicole should also put something in. Come on, RC. Well, they definitely got their eyes all over the track here. As right now, it looks like Zach Michaelis starting to put a little pressure on. You see him back up that turn. And he's going to do is let Benjamin Lacey get out in front of him and drive through the turn to try to reel him in here. Definitely sets it back, though. Don't want to burn these tires up too soon. Stella, any idea what happened to Ethan Sikorsky out there?
Not as of now, but I mean, I could go take a peek if you want me to go check.
If you wouldn't mind, the 94 Chevrolet having to come down for an unscheduled pit stop here. There you go, Greg. All right, Greg Smith is now in the running. Excellent job. They not too bad. Piece of cake. That's what we'll be running for, is that shirt down there at the bottom right. If you're the winner, go ahead and grab that QR code when we get the poll here later on here in the broadcast. Now stick around here as Cody Welch, Benjamin Lacey, Zach Michaelis sit 1, 2, and 3. Brandon Jackson, after the last caution that we saw back there on lap 55, able to survive. Quick repair used. He's back out, sitting now 4th is Brett Guzik. has returned back to his original qualifying position of 5th. Moving on, John Osborne, who sits 6th. Sean Britt sitting 7th. Kevin Foster is 8th. And then we get to our lapped cars, unfortunately, is where it starts with Curtis Yancey and David Lakey here for our top 10. Eddie Hagge, Bob Berry, Matt Crockett, and Ricky Hart. Their night was going to be a lot better than this. And Jackson Knock will be sitting 15th in front of Ethan Sikorsky, which I'm hoping Stella has an update for us on the 94 Chevrolet.
I do. He accidentally went down closed pit, so that he had to hold.
What?
Yeah.
Went down a closed pit.
What he said.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out when that would have happened. You know what I mean? He pit the same time everybody else did, unless he was coming down as the caution came out.
That's a good possibility.
Yeah, if that's the case, I'll be protesting that one. Carter Phillips, Bill Harkins, and Paul Wilson are the 3 drivers who have retired here for the night. So they will continue the run here. I hate to see it for them, but it happens. Darlington is not for the faint of heart out here as the lady in black attacks once again, claiming at least 2 victims here tonight. Carter Phillips, who got our first caution, back on lap number 17, and Brandon Jackson on lap number 55. Right now, that is a hateful run out here tonight. Some guys are having a heck of a time. Carter Phillips has retired out there in the 17th position here for tonight. Budget Rides Off-Road is asking where to put his email. We'll get it.
Yeah, you don't have to do that until you win. So, yeah, be cool.
Yeah, woosah, people, woosah. We'll get it. We'll get it. Stella, I would say you enter email and assume you're going to win. Say, just go ahead and send it to me. I already know I won.
Oh,
I already know I won. Send that thing to me.
Manifest that destiny, babe.
Yes. Yes, excellent. Lap number 70 is underway. Great race here so far. Guys are separated not too far, though. Cody Welch is out front leading by only about 3 to 4 tenths of a second over top of Benjamin Lacey. Zach Michaelis sits 3rd as Brandon Jackson sits 4th. Brett Guzik still remains here in that 5th position. So hopefully that does continue to work out very well for him and work his way on through and battle his way back up to the front. We'll see how well that goes and how it continues to stick around. But we're going to cut to commercial, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back after this. QR code will still be there as well.
Racing Oils is invested in winning with industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it. LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Hey Bandit Racing League viewers, Marshall Crocker Jr. here, driver of the 785 Racing number 78 car, here to tell you all about the all-new Bandit website. From this week, BanditRacingLeague.net is your place for all things Bandit Racing League. At the top of the website, when you log in, you'll see a couple tabs, including our Season 13 schedule, where you can see where we'll be every given Wednesday night of the season. We got our live racing broadcast page, courtesy of SimTraX Broadcasting, where you can watch all of our past races from this season. We've also got our About page, which includes a little bit of info, and a request to join link, where you can become one of our newest drivers in Season 14. Finally, we've got our standings from this season, where you can find out which of your favorite drivers will be in the top 12 at season's end, who will make the Bandit Season 13 playoffs. And finally, our race results page for the most recent results from the last race in the calendar. After you're done watching tonight's broadcast, why not go check out BanditRacingLeague.net to learn more about your favorite Wednesday night racing series. Thanks very much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the broadcast. Hey there, Bandit Racing League fans. Marshall Crocker Jr. here, talking to you all about GeezerAuthentics.com, your place for official Bandit Racing League merchandise. Let's check out some of our hot new items, including the Jackson Knock t-shirts that come in a variety of sizes and colors, just the same as our new 785 Racing hoodies. They come in a variety of colors to keep you warm and toasty this winter season. You can also see our SimTraX broadcasting merch to rep your favorite broadcaster, with some desk pads and some water bottles and various other merchandise, as well as our GFR Racing team shirts to rep each and every driver on one of the best teams in Bandit. Go check out geezeroffthenext.com to see how you can support the series and your favorite drivers.
Alrighty, everybody, back to racing here. We are coming back to you live here on lap number 78 with Cody Welch still in the lead here. Benjamin Lacey chasing, Zach Michaelis sits third. Do appreciate a shout out from all of our sponsors. Guys, we're running out of time. Make sure you go ahead and get in there to get some of that merch that we're giving away with Geezer Authentic. Stella, can you tell me a little bit about FMR and Apex Racing out there while we have the moment?
Absolutely, because that Apex Racing that's there on the back of Sean Britt's car, all in the right direction, delivers sim racing components from all the major brands. The wonderful part is that if you use the code BANDIT on all those products that you purchase from Apex Sim Racing, you can receive a percentage of the sale directly back into the league. So find them at apexsimracing.com. And you want to know about FMR?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sure. That is Fred Mott Racing, performance aftermarket products for your everyday hot rod. So look for them on Facebook and eBay. They post under Fred Mott Racing. 2 T's.
Excellent. All right, not bad. Appreciate everybody joining us here for the broadcast here tonight. This has been a great race here so far, only a few cautions. Carter Phillips on lap 17, Brandon Jackson on lap 55. We're currently sitting on 81, still under green. Little pit strategy by some of our drivers out there, as it looks like everybody just about the same amount of time. Jackson Knock and Ethan Sikorsky, actually the latest two to come down back on lap 62 and lap number 60. And it looks like they may have been penalized for coming in, coming in the pit road under a closed pit. That cost them both 45 seconds down there in the box. And they're definitely having to hold.
Ouch.
Yep, and we are taking a look out there. Quick update here from Zach Michaelis looking around the outside here. Benjamin Lacey. Here's a battle here. This is for the second position. Zach Michaelis only has 3/4 of his car past him, but watch Lacey see if he can send it into 3 and 4 here. We know Lacey's not rough and tough, beat-em-up driver there, so he's not going to rotate up into Michaelis. He's going to go ahead and check out, sits third.
And lap 83, safe, better than sorry.
Yep, as we are dwindling down time to get in there, guys. Don't forget, you got to subscribe, and that gets you out there into the chat. We are looking to try to rope in as many people. You don't need to give us too much personal information unless you are a winner. That way we got somewhere to send this thing, unless you want to send it to La La Land. But you got to go ahead and get in here, guys. And then that way you can get it, SimTraX-BRL. If you subscribe, it only takes a minute once you've subscribed to go ahead and send a message out here. Definitely want to make sure that you guys can get in. And Stella, right now, I do want to talk about guys getting in. I think the other half of the field would love to get back onto the lead lap here. At least
I think so.
14 drivers back on the lead lap. That would make everybody feel a lot better. There's a separation between the lead and the last driver on the lead lap of 10 seconds now. That being held by the driver in 8th place of the number 8 of Kevin Foster. Yep. He decided not to qualify there. He wanted to do a little bit better, but he returns back to his home spot.
Yeah, we had a league one time where every race this gentleman came in 6th. Was the darndest thing we've ever seen.
Yep.
I think we may have another one of those to come in. He just likes that 8th place.
Yep.
He's comfy.
Now Kevin Foster earning his Darlington stripe there as we catch him here on screen. And his Chevrolet getting a little swipe there of the wall as he is trying to run down John Osborne here. Osborne not doing too shabby here tonight. He has gained 10 positions in the 81 Chevrolet. And still trying to burn it up here to get up front. But man, have we got a chunk of cars here, and not only the drivers we're looking at now. Look at Eddie. Oh, good Lord. Eddie Haggy is watching Curtis Yancey in front of him, shoving Sean Britt, who's currently sitting 6th.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna give you a push, but I'd like to stay with you.
Yeah.
I can see my house from here.
Yeah, right now they would love to be able to race and get going.
Well, they're going to have to tuck in a little tighter than that to make any headway.
Look, Marshall Crocker's out there in the chat.
Very funny. What better result on Fan Appreciation Night than a Cody Walsh win? Nice. Don't know where you're rooting, huh?
Yep. John Osborne here to the inside. That's going to put Haggy behind him. Great switch up there. He did get a solid run coming off that turn. Work out very well for him as they come down the front stretch. Right now, Osborne still holding on to 7th as he's trying to get around some of this lap traffic out here. Now, I know everybody's kind of rooting for a Cody Welch win, but right now, Stella, that may not be the case.
He's good. Not done yet. He's not done yet. It's only lap 90. He's got a few more to go.
Well,
That's
lap
only a
87.
second behind.
Yeah, lap 87. This actually kind of undid itself here. Check out Michaelis gets a run off 3 and 4. As we get in the chase copter cam here. Top lane, that's Michaelis making the pass for the lead.
Smooth.
And A has never looked back, and this is actually Benjamin Lacey, who doesn't come up too much later, and he makes the pass, and I believe they are currently still battling Cody Welch, who's now dropped to 4th. Guzik moves up to 3rd, and now he's going to battle against Lacey.
Wow.
Not bad. Brett Guzik sitting 2nd now. Goes up and rides his finger along that wall. All right. Hey, we haven't seen Marshall go out there and put SimTraX-BRL. He's got to get in there.
That is true.
He might be able to get his own merch.
I love it.
All right.
Then he'll have to model it on the commercial.
Yes, on his commercial. I love it. He's got to do it. They only got 8 laps left, now 7. To get him in here, guys. Definitely go ahead and spread this video around. We'll go ahead and be able to show you guys. Get these guys in. Would like to give a shout out to all of our sponsors out there. FMR Performance, Apex Racing, LAT Racing Oils, Geezer Authentics, Perfect Shine Auto Spa.
That's it.
All right. Driver we're not seeing out here either is Nick Nickerson. Would like to see him.
Yeah, I believe he's been losing some places in the standings. He's down to 6th. He lost 3 places in the standings just after Talladega. That's kind of rough. Big chunk.
Stella, look at the distance Michaelis is putting on the rest of this field.
I have absolutely no...
Holy cow. The
idea.
same pit stop time as everybody here in the top 6.
Yes. Yes.
And is
Same
right
pit
now
stop
leaving
time,
everybody by 1.8 seconds.
And even the same lap. Oh.
John Osborne working his way on down.
Down or out?
Right now, currently, John Osborne is heading down pit road. All right, Osborne working his way back out of pit road now. Look at Welch, how close he's getting to that wall. Something tells me he's starting to fight a little bit of trouble here. Lap 56 is when they pit. We're at 40 laps. So they're really starting to stretch it here. I see Budget out there looking for any kind of safety bright color out there to see if we can get that shirt.
Yeah, and Bodie just took a little hit off the wall there. That's not normal. Boy, and they are pulling away.
Yep.
The intervals between each one of these cars, I mean, we're not even looking at passability here, except maybe back in the Sean Britt area.
And here's our distance right now from Guzik to Michaelis. It's starting to reel him in, though. Starting to get a little bit closer.
Oh,
that's close.
Cody Welsh, Kevin Foster, Eddie Hagge into the pits.
Yep.
Benjamin Lacey taking his turn.
I don't blame him. Got to start coming in. I don't know how long they can stay out on these tires. Michaelis may be leading for now, but right now he's losing precious time as they have come down and pit. Currently, his last lap time was a 3.30. If these guys come out turning a second and a half faster, he's going to lose that lead he had. So next lap, Michaelis, yep, he'll be joining pit road. Throws in the towel and down he comes.
And anybody, last call, SimTraX-BRL for your chance to win merch at the end of the show. It is lap 100.
Yep, Brandon Jackson going ahead and leading the 99th lap there. Getting lap 100 underway. Obviously, Budget off-roads. He wants a pullover. He's trying to get one. We'll see if he ends up winning on our Wheel of Fortune out there. And Brandon Jackson leading lap 100. All right, guys, we're in. Bill will let us know when he is ready for the spin out there. We may go ahead and yank it right before we head to our interviews here for the night. That'll give us 33 laps to get that.
Coordinated.
All righty, great job here so far. Brandon Jackson is the one who's still hanging out. And I am impressed at his fuel mileage.
Yes.
He came in on 56 with these other guys as well and still remains out there on the track. He is trying to reach out there for almost 50 laps on the same tank of fuel here.
Now, how will that work into a strategy? Is he kind of hoping somebody's going to come out on cold tires, make a mistake, and have a caution?
Maybe. Right now, he's losing time. Remember I was saying earlier about that timing out there. Benjamin Lacey currently running a 29.14. Brandon Jackson's running a 30.58.
In that case, he's coming.
Yeah, well, they're going to be reeling him in pretty quick here. Michaelis is not far behind. He is a lap down, though, if they get it back the hard way by passing him out there on the track. Brandon Jackson may be seeing this one wheel back. Yeah, Sigmund out there saying the less fuel makes the car lighter. Yes, it does. But he won't make it to the end. That's the only trouble. He is guaranteed he's not going to make it to the end. And I think that would be the only thing is he did not do a top off and go. It was 4 tires and fuel back there on lap 56 for the remainder of this field. But Stella, I guess we can also look that a little farther along, David Lakey and Bob Berry came in on lap 52. Yet they are out there. Brandon Jackson's down.
Holy moly, they sure did. Okay. You thought the others were, I mean, that's 4 more, and they're not coming in.
Yep. Most drivers have come down 3 or 4 times here tonight. David Lakey and Bob Berry are the only ones who have visited 1 time.
Wow.
Now, you want to talk about a wild turn of events. Cody Welch is a lap down.
That makes, I would love to know.
54.85 seconds in the pit, and it looks like we got a problem out of David Lakey out there.
Oh. Did he run out of gas?
I don't think so. I think he may have slid.
Oh.
We're taking a look. It shows Lakey had a problem here. Yeah, he can't get it to turn.
Oh.
Oh! Oh! Contact there with Bob Berry. No. No caution.
Nope. No, I don't blame him on that one, but
well, if you think
ouch.
about it, not only that, his tires, I mean, haven't been changed for 55 laps.
Yep.
So, he wasn't stopping that thing. It wasn't going out there, but he's going to be able to run this thing like gangbusters out there. There's no way. He's going to head out there and be able to just hold it to the floor for the remainder of this race. Lakey holding in a little bit longer in the pit now. I don't know if he slung past that commitment cone, as he is now sitting 42 seconds in the box.
He did on the wrong side of the old commitment cone, I think. See, I wonder though if he had passed the commitment cone before he got tagged, because then would it not, count? It wouldn't have been his fault. Maybe he could have still barely made it. But if he passed it, I guess that's no biggie.
Well, if David Lakey passed that commitment cone, that's what's giving him the 45-second hold.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll hold. Right now, even Redmond's out there saying it would irk you if you were Bob Berry. I know, Bob was probably almost free and clear tonight.
Oh, yeah. Touchless.
Yeah, the only thing is, other than the track, I think the track came out here and nudged him, but I think David Lakey had overestimated the ability of his tires heading into pit. But that's all right. He'll be able to recover. We'll see. David Lakey currently sitting in 16th, as it looks like Benjamin Lacey goes in and flosses on around him. Lacey trying to run him down. Has a second and a half to make up, though. Boy, Michaela's definitely timing this one. Now, Stella, here's something also to put into perspective, is if we end up having a caution and these guys have been driving their tires off to get away, I don't know. I think Haggy would end up getting the wave around for the lucky dog position. It would wipe the lead of anybody, clump these guys back together, and the guy with the freshest tires has got a chance. And a driver like Brandon Jackson, who hung out there till lap 104 with a 5-lap advantage.
Yeah, Jackson Knock with a 106. But yeah, that's that would be. But how would, they couldn't, only the top 8 would still be in the running for the lead.
Yes. Boy, look at this.
Okay. Yes.
Is that Brett Guzik?
Should be.
Boy, Guzik is getting loose out there.
And that is Curtis Yancey actually behind him, and he's a lap or so down.
Yeah, well, it said Curtis Yancey had some trouble back on lap 106. I want to take a peek. I was noticing Brett Guzik. He was driving like he had no feedback. Look at this. No caution for this.
Really?
Yes, no caution. And he's going backwards on the track.
Backwards on the track. Then why are we not under caution? Because our
And now look, there's the leaders. Whoa!
Say that we were not impeding traffic?
Now we'll see.
Wow.
Right now,
He's
checking
having
out
trouble.
there.
There's three more
Yeah,
tags on
see
the
what I
wall.
mean?
He's got some kind of steering issue after hitting that inside wall.
Yeah, Yancey's starting to drive pretty rough out there. Look how he's seesawing on the track. There's another knock to the wall.
Yep. It's, yeah.
Yeah, right now I sense something's coming up here with the 51. Right now, yep, yeah, he's hitting the wall here.
He's just trying to get around to pit road, I hope. Except he just missed it. No, we can't hail melon for 18 laps. Or can we?
All right, Bill Harkins out there helping give an update there on what RC's call is going to be. You notice Yancey's starting to do a little of the Hail Melon move. He's running out of sheet metal there on the right side. We are kind of honed in here on Curtis Yancey, who's currently sitting in 10th. So Bill says they would have not called the caution since he was off the racing groove, and I would say that is the big factor, is because he was off the groove. Good Lord. Stella, are you seeing this?
I am. I think he has perhaps broken in such a way he can't turn down to go into pit road.
Well, no, he can make it. I think he's just trying to ride it out with 16 to go. I think he would definitely forfeit, at least falling down to possibly the 15th or 16th position if he pits.
Ah, okay.
But as he continues to saw away at the right side here, that right front tire is getting exposed. The bumper's got plenty of damage here, so he can't last much longer. Another shot. There's some more sparks. Yeah, Yancey's about to be in a lot of trouble here.
Well, I'm trying to look and see who is around him and who is close. And if it does come down to him just eventually, I don't know, puttering out, will everybody have time to just move around him?
Yeah, iRacing's trying to hold on to it, though.
Okay.
If he ends up breaking it, a meatball flag will come out. Black flag with an orange circle in the center. More sparks.
Oh.
Good Lord. Yeah, he's holy cow. Yeah, he's hitting it hard now.
I think he's defying the no more Hail Melon rule.
Oh, there's a hard one. Yep, that's it. He's grinding all the way through that one.
Nice.
Oh
gosh.
Yeah, Curtis Yancey getting slower and slower here. That one took another second longer. He is praying to make it. He has burned the tires off this car, praying for a caution here.
Wow.
Yeah, he'll take a caution. Come in, put 4 tires on this thing. And try to get back out there.
Somebody in that clump back there just took a shot out of the wall. Yeah, back here.
Yeah, it's Sikorsky going ahead and getting around. Looks like maybe getting slowed up a little bit is John Osborne. Osborne currently sitting in the 5th position. Last time he came down was lap number 93.
Currently our hard charger up 12 for the night.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, definitely a respectable finish if they were to finish here. Brandon Jackson, who's currently sitting 2 seconds behind him. Right now, I think Michaelis is just about untouchable. Benjamin Lacey looking for a second-place finish here. That is the leader out in front of him. And Brett Guzik sitting 3rd.
All right.
Now, Mama Goose out there was saying that Brett Guzik was getting wrapped around and beat up pretty bad out there by Curtis Yancey.
He looks pretty no worse for the wear.
Yep. Sean Britt sitting in 4th. We'll see if we can find him. There's Britt. Right now going ahead and letting the 94 car around him there of Ethan Sikorsky. Ethan Sikorsky came down on lap 105. Give him the hand salute and let him on by. John Osborne sitting 5th. That does give us Brandon Jackson sitting in that 6th spot, and Kevin Foster about 8 seconds from going a lap down here, sitting in 7th. Yep, Eddie Hackey would love to come back. Get back on the lead lap there. Currently behind that is Bob Berry and Cody Welch. You see it on the screen. Two drivers that are closest together out there. I think is actually going to be Jackson Knock and Ethan Sikorsky. Currently those guys are pretty close out there. And John Osborne looks like he may be overtaken here by Brandon Jackson. Jackson. Remember, Jackson came in on 104, Osborne 93. 8 to go.
Well, there's going to have to be some driving happening here.
A little more sparks shooting off John Osborne's vehicle. Yeah, but has Brandon Jackson fried the tires off trying to play catch up?
Not. Yeah, Osborne did not throw a block at this point.
Yep.
Ooh, look how close they are.
Osborne's going to hold this top line, get real close to that right quarter panel here. Oh, nudge to the wall.
That'll do it. It's amazing. I mean, you think the speeds and whatnot would just kind of, okay, nudge the wall, it's just nothing but a, flesh wound. But it takes a huge amount of speed off the cars when they just hit the wall for the tiniest bit.
Yep. That's all it takes, just a slight little nudge. All right, let's check back in on Jackson Knock. He's looking for a position here. And then we'll get back up to our leaders up front. 5 laps left to go. Jackson Knock. Taking a look. Let's sit on top. All right, now this is Knock looking for that 14th position. Boy, look how all of them, the one in front as well. Jackson Knock could be able to capitalize on that turn. Around he goes. Goodbye. All right, now to the inside here of Ethan Sikorsky.
Now, how does he just get a burst of speed like that? Or is it that we're on a car that is checking up? I don't know which, but all of a sudden just a huge split between the two of them. Which happened?
Oh, knocked into the wall.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Just kind of honing in on these guys. It just depends who ended up getting the run, and if somebody decided to drop it down in the 4th gear and pull through the turn.
Yeah, when I'm on the top of the car like that, looking forward at the other car, how do I tell whether the car in front is suddenly taking off, or the car I'm sitting in is slowing down? Is there a way
to look at the suspension from the outside, not from the top of the car?
Okay. Just didn't know if it was me and the way I am looking at it, or whether.
Alrighty. Hey, Bill said he's ready. All right, we'll get to Bill here in just a moment. Just less than 2 laps left to go here. Zach Michaelis still leading this race. Got the pole, and he's leading it here in the final 2 laps, the ones that count the most. But this one upcoming is the one. White flag is out. Not bad here for the Fan Appreciation Night. 113 here with the Bandit Racing League. Appreciate you guys joining in here tonight. Subscribing, liking, and sharing this one to try to get some merch here tonight from Geezer Authentics. But this race is going to go to Zach Michaelis unless he has a catastrophic mechanical failure here. I think he's got this thing won.
You talk about me saying, yay, they're in the front?
Well, he crosses across the front of the Earnhardt Towers, and across the line he goes. Zach Michaelis is the winner here tonight at Darlington. Benjamin Lacey holding on to 2nd, and Brett Guzik sitting 3rd. Not bad. Great job there by Brett Guzik, trying to reel him back in. 3.2 seconds behind when he was chasing him down.
And to finish up the ones on the lead lap, we've got Sean Britt, Brandon Jackson, John Osborne, and Kevin Foster.
All right, excellent job here. We'll be joining Bill here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at our finishing order. Find where your driver's at, or where they ended up. Good Lord, only a couple of guys. A lap down, the rest 2 or more.
This is not something we usually see at Darlington.
The amount of lapped cars?
Yes.
Yeah, ill-timed caution. Back on lap 55, shuffled the field.
Bingo.
Yep.
Okay.
But I would say I think everybody's pretty happy about that. And we will see how it goes. Right now we are waiting for Bill Harkins here, as we're going to be getting to it here. And this is the shirt we're going to be running it for here, guys. We'll be catching up to Bill Harkins here in just a second. Let me see if we can get this ready to go and get this booted up. All righty, Bill. We are ready when you are.
I am ready when you are. So we're good to go?
We're ready.
Yeah. All right. Our first winner for the merch will be Redmond 62.
All
All
right. Congratulations.
Redmond 62.
All right. So we'll remove him off that list. And here we go with number 2.
Come on. Is it Jennifer? Is it Kelly?
It's Kelly.
All right.
Hey.
It is Kelly.
All right.
All right. And before I draw the third one, for the guys that jumped in here and did this, appreciate it. Love doing this for you guys.
And we do appreciate it too.
All right, here we go. Last and final winner of this year's merch give up. Save the animal.
All right.
All right,
Awesome.
so
That just looks
give
so
them
good.
give them the instructions on how to go about that. And as soon as I get information from them, I will get product on the way to them.
All righty.
All right.
Excellent. Appreciate you, Bill. All right, guys, you saw the drawing
Thank
here
you.
that we ran. Definitely take a look here of what you've got to do. And don't forget how we get it. You see the QR code up at the top. Remember what we've got to do to get that turned in. Make sure you get the QR code, head to the website. And Stella, what do they have to add in there?
Yes. You are going to go to the website, banditracingleague.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and enter an email address into where it says, enter your email address here. So in the comment for the email, put the title as BRL, as in Bandit Racing League, merch winner.
All right.
And that's all there is to it.
All right, so who were our winners? We had Redmond. We had Kelly Queel, and who else did we have? We also had Save the Animals, right?
Save the Animals. Yes.
All righty, guys, those 3. Make sure you guys head to the website, add that piece in there, and we'll get the merch on the way. Hold on, we're going to find our other guys, and we'll be right back.
Hey, Bandit Racing League viewers, Marshall Crocker Jr. here, driver of the 785 Racing number 78 car, here to tell you all about the all-new Bandit website. From this week, BanditRacingLeague.net is your place for all things Bandit Racing League. At the top of the website, when you log in, you'll see a couple tabs, including our Season 13 schedule, where you can see where we'll be every given Wednesday night of the season. We got our live racing broadcast page, courtesy of SimTraX Broadcasting, where you can watch all of our past races from this season. We've also got our About page, which includes a little bit of info, and a Request to Join link, where you can become one of our newest drivers in Season 14. Finally, we've got our standings from this season, where you can find out which of your favorite drivers will be in the top 12 at season's end and will make the Bandit Season 13 playoffs. And finally, our race results page for the most recent results from the last race in the calendar. After you're done watching tonight's broadcast, why not go check out BanditRacingLeague.net to learn more about your favorite Wednesday night racing series. Thanks very much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Hey there, Bandit Racing League fans. Marshall Crocker Jr. here, talking to you all about GeezerAuthentics.com, your place for official Bandit Racing League merchandise. Let's check out some of our hot new items, including the Jackson Knock t-shirts that come in a variety of sizes and colors, just the same as our new 785 Racing hoodies. They come in a variety of colors to keep you warm and toasty this winter season. You can also see our SimTraX broadcasting merch to rep your favorite broadcaster, with some desk pads and some water bottles and various other merchandise, as well as our GFR Racing team shirts to rep each and every driver on one of the best teams in Bandit. Go check out GeezerAuthentics.com to see how you can support the series and your favorite drivers.
Alrighty, guys, catching up with our third place finisher here tonight. Brett Guzik, you got plenty of people out here rooting you on, and you definitely don't disappoint. Started fifth on the night, finished third. Talk to me about this race.
Yeah, honestly, like the first half of the race, I was really just trying to, save my car a little bit. I wasn't trying to kill it. Darlington can be kind of vicious if you kind of overdrive it, especially with these cars. They just have such a different balance, I feel like, than a lot of the other cars that we drive. So it's just really, really difficult to keep the tires under you on the long run. A lot of my strategy throughout the whole race really was focusing on the long run. We just didn't have quite enough to get to the lead at the very end, but I felt like we had good pace, lap 20 on or so.
Man, awesome job here tonight. As this track definitely got a lot harder on some people, this is a heck of a breath of fresh air for you and your team, especially with how Talladega went. How do we look from maybe a low from Talladega? We got a high here. How do we move on to the next race? We still got a good head on our shoulders, feeling good about next week.
Yeah, it's kind of a cliche at this point, but you just try to do one race at a time. And then once we're focused on the playoffs, which we're it seems like we're in as far as we know, we just give it all we got at the right time, and that's how you try and pull it off and win.
Oh yeah, well, you rolled back very far here at the beginning of the race. Was tire savings the key to your win tonight? Well, it's podium position.
Yeah, third.
Yeah.
Well, it felt like a win for the way the car was driving at certain points during the race, but we really were fighting it there in the short run speed. I think the top three of us all came out in the same area pretty much, and I was like, yeah, if I want to make any run at these guys, the short run wasn't my thing, so I was just gonna have to be consistent and just run the same lap time over and over and over throughout the whole stint, and it wasn't quite enough.
All right, man. Shout out Tom, brother.
Taking a look. I want to talk to him about one tiny thing, and that is he is sitting in the 12th position after Talladega. So it was very instrumental that you get this podium finish tonight. Do you see any reason why you wouldn't keep moving forward at this point? Are you now hitting your peak, your stride, right, going into playoffs?
Yeah, I kind of want to pretend that I'm Tony Stewart going into his championship year, where he feels like he says to everybody he's got no shot, and you're not gonna have a shot at when I'm gonna finish last in the championship and then go out and knock out a few wins and win the championship. So I feel like that's my motivation here coming in the playoffs.
There you go. I don't usually get to chat with anybody right on the cusp there, so it's just kind of wondered what the feeling was. Okay, have at your shout outs, dear.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody who puts this on. You guys at SimTraX, Bandit Racing League, um, anybody who's affiliated with Kevin Foster, a Perfect Shine Auto Spa, all of his partners, and just like to thank everybody who's watching tonight.
All righty. And how about those shout out for the throwback scheme tonight?
Yeah, this is a sort of a replica. I can't make an exact replica of a late model that I used to drive, but I can make it look like almost a generic version of something that I used to drive. So,
All righty, cool. All right, Brett, good luck, man, and we will see you in the following weeks.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Stella, what a race this was here so far. Let's see what Benjamin Lacey has to say about it. Benjamin Lacey. All right, man. Well, your hot streak continues here. Second place finish. How'd this finish? How did it feel for you out there?
Honestly, it was kind of a frustrating one. Hats off to Zach. He was quick. I was trying to underpit him and then get around him and hold him off, but he was able to keep that lead there, pit right after, I think. So, but I mean, overall, super fun race. Started out, I think, P7 or something like that, so I had to work my way up a little bit and made for a fun night and ended up with a podium, so I'll take it. And yeah, frustrating but fun all at the same time.
Man, well, you obviously kind of chip-shotted here into the playoffs. We moved from Darlington to Richmond. I mean, is this a good transfer of momentum, or is this just a boy, back to the drawing board? Let's try to restart and reset and go at it again.
Once this playoff stuff, I think next week, is it playoffs next week?
It is.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I mean, everything gets kind of reset, re-leveled up. So hopefully, just kind of ride the momentum we've been getting going. And I think we switch cars again. I think we go back to the 87s. So yeah, that'll be an interesting time at Richmond. So that'll be a lot of fun to do.
Has a lot of power and not a whole lot of track. So it's going to be very, very difficult, and I think a lot of people are going to have to relearn the word patience out there. Richmond definitely can tick them off pretty quick, but man, I don't know how in the world they're going to be able to squeeze it out and how you're going to be able to fend out there. I know just week in and week out, man, you just seem to find yourself in the right spot out there. But not only was Zach quick out there, Cody was quick. He was out there leading for a good bit of time. You were able to run him down, but, I noticed both you and Brett, it seemed more about tire savings and making it to the end.
Yeah, tires, Darlington, they're just always two things that are in the same sentence, it seems like, all the time. So if you can conserve your tires up pretty well, then you'll be up in the running for the long run for sure. And Brett's always super good at that. He came up out of nowhere and, ended up fighting there for the lead before that last pit stop, and then just, I think, ran out of time because he was making a charge for it. And yeah, tires in Darlington are always the same thing, man. So it's a lot of fun when it goes that way, and when it's short track, or not short track, but short runs, it's a little more difficult for me sometimes, because sometimes I don't feel like I have the straight raw pace that some of these other guys do. But either way, it's makes for good strategies.
I was going to say, sometimes strategy and smarts end up winning the race. All right, Benjamin, go ahead and give me your shout-outs here, and let's get you ready for Richmond.
Yeah, Filming the Wild. Check them out, filmingthewild.org. Got a lot of documentaries up and coming, some exciting news that's hopefully we can share soon, but still in the works. So, yeah, it's just exciting to see what they have coming on, and also youtube.com/filmingthewild. We'll give them some views, give them some shout outs, give them some love. They could use that. Get out there and get their views up and get their message out to the nations. That'd be great. And then Patrick, Stella, you guys do such a great job as usual. Can't wait to go back and watch this one. And then all our sponsors, I love it. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Benjamin. And double check my audio this time, buddy. I think I squared her away.
Perfect.
Thanks, buddy.
You bet.
All right. Definitely one of the guys who gives me plenty of feedback, and he loves definitely showing what we've got going on. But our Canadian wins the race here. Let's take a look at Zach Michaelis here. What a race you had here tonight, buddy. What a job. Talk to me. What was the key to success?
Well, first of all, that was a really fun one. This has always been one of my favorite combos, just with how you got to really save your tires and keep the pace up. It's so tough to pass here, so if you lose out on the start of the run, you're working the whole rest of it to work it back up, and so easy to burn your tires off. So I think that was the key tonight, just keeping my own and saving the tires on it, not making any mistakes, not smacking the wall. Surprised I didn't, but we managed to keep it out.
You were the only driver I see that did not earn his Darlington stripe there on the right front fender. Everybody else has except you, so you got this one down. Obviously, your turn here of the race was after the lap 55 caution. You came out a little bit later, a little farther deeper in the pack, saved those tires, and then were able to gain a 2-second lead over the rest of the field. Man, how do you come up with that kind of speed just out of nowhere? And we weren't doing that really at the beginning of the race.
One thing I learned at the practice race last night is how early you can back up these corners and still have pace on exit. So that's kind of what I was doing, is because the dirty air is so powerful, just back it up real early, let the car float in, and I found by doing that, I really saved my right front, and by the end of the run, that was way faster than anybody else. So I just kept that in my mind for the whole race, and just used that to my advantage.
Some guys were money shifting. Did you consider or use it most of the night?
I shifted the whole night.
Okay. Yeah, dropping way down, man. All right, so how does this transfer over to Richmond, seeing that this wind almost just seemed like a chip shot for you?
I actually won't be racing next week. I don't own the 87 cars, so next week's an off week for me.
You got to be kidding me. Dude, I'm telling you, get the 87s. They're the craziest thing. A lot of power, no handling. That's where it's going to be, dude. Got to get it.
They look fun.
They're definitely a blast. All right, so when will we see you next time? Xfinity time?
Yep.
No way. Dude, seriously? Come on. All right, well, that means that's going to put us where? New Hampshire? Yuck. You got to race there? Holy cow. All right, well, if we see you in New Hampshire, what do you do at a flat track?
Try not to get bumped and runned and race it like a road course.
Yeah, well, but New Hampshire I've always seen kind of turn into a nasty race. There's no banking. Guys try to dive bomb in, the car just rotates up. It's about useless. So it is extremely hard to make it on through and just try to capitalize on anything like that. But Zach, congratulations on your win here, man. Definitely put on an excellent performance here at Darlington. Definitely coming away with a 1.65 margin over top of Benjamin Lacey for that win. Your Chevrolet was definitely top of the mark here tonight. Let's go ahead and get your shout-outs of the people out here watching and the sponsors on the car.
Yeah, big thank you to Composite Performance for letting me hop over here and run as always, and our sponsors Grid Engineering, SimLab, and P1Docs.com for their continued support.
Cool. All right, Zach, congratulations, man, and we'll see you in the next coming weeks.
Thank you, guys.
All righty. Stella, double check out there on our top 12 that move into the playoffs.
That will have to be updated after this race.
All right. Well, Bill out there is going ahead and waking you up to it.
Really?
Out there in the chat.
Well. Okay. My goodness. Let's see what we've got out
Cody
here.
Welch looks like Benjamin Lacey is going to make it. Connor Gibson will end up making it. Kevin Foster. Sean Britt will end up making it. Jackson Knock, Ethan Sikorsky, John Osborne, Nick Nickerson. It should be Brett Guzik as well. Eddie Haggy and Bob Berry made it.
He was 11. Okay. He finished up high enough.
Yep, Kevin Foster out there saying it's in the chat. Yeah, dude, we see it, man. All right, we ran through it. So what a race it was out here tonight. Once again, for our winners, if you haven't queued in and gone ahead and sent something in, this will take you to the website. These are the shirts you're going to be winning up there, guys. QR code, scan it. Nice big on the screen this time. That way you guys can see it. All right. What a race it was tonight. I appreciate all you guys for joining us here tonight as well, subscribing to the channel and definitely getting out the product that we definitely try to bring you the best of each and every night, especially here with the Bandit Racing League. Stella, anything left to add here?
No, I'm going over the people coming in for the playoffs. That's pretty good. It's the same 12 that we had after Talladega. They just moved around a bit, so everybody should be happy.
Yep. Well, a couple of guys were on the cusp, just weren't able to make that break through into the playoffs. So very, very tough. But hard charge here tonight for Zach Michaelis, Benjamin Lacey, and Brett Guzik to come 1, 2, 3. Great job out there by Sean Britt as well for a 4th place finish, and Brandon Jackson with the latest pit stop time there of lap 104 to come in for a 5th place finish. All those guys had led some laps here tonight, but Zach Michaelis led the most important one, and that was the one here at the end. All righty, everybody, that's going to do it for us here at SimTraX Broadcasting, bringing you the Bandit Racing League here at Darlington. Be well, be safe, be kind, and we'll see all you guys next time.